Hello. Today we're going to talk about the fifth discovery of many discoveries on unified non-function requirements for unified words. This topic is very important. People know, and in software engineering, every systems or every requirement consists of functional and non-functional requirements. But with discovery here, we discovered close to 13 different keys for non-functional requirements. And plus, we know now how to do it. So I'm going to teach everybody how to do it. And these are questions a lot of people doesn't know how to answer. And of course, they omit this from the software engineering course and from the system course. Every system and every word must have non-functional requirements. And this non-functional requirement has to be defined before the functional requirements. And some scientists and engineers think, and I'm one of them, the non-functional requirement is more important than the functional requirements. So we're going to see what we're going to go there. And this is, again, non-functional requirement for any word or any system. And this the questions here, what are the quality factor for unified words? Probably we know the definition for this, but this is not the right definitions, by the way. And this first part, because we're going to show several parts about this to show many different ways for how to look at it, how to abstract it, how to do a lot of stuff with it, by the way. So this is actually, as I told you, fifth discovery right here, and of any word or system. Now we're going to go and discuss what's going on here, by the way. So the question still remains, what are the quality factors or non-functional requirements or quality mark of a unified word or system? This is the question we're trying to really answer here and see where we're going to lead you to, by the way. So the first things here, what we must know, we discovered that any word or systems has quality factors. The discovery of this is not, this is in literatures, they exist, but no one has know how to do it, period. And most of the specialists in any field of knowledge, you have to really, because for any word means the word is a cornerstone of any field of knowledge. The same as system, by the way. So because word is represent a system, represent an art, represent a science, represent an engineering. Therefore, this is again the discovery here for how to do it, how to abstract it. We have several algorithms for doing that, by the way, for the non-functional requirement of any word or any system. So, and this is very important, most of the people doesn't know those algorithms or those ways of doing it, by the way. So this is, again, I'm here to really show you this and explain to this, because again, according to every discovery, we have many algorithms for how to do it. This is, again, in many different ways. Now, this is actually, we're still in the first step here. Most of the time, not most of the, all the time, they've been dropped from the development. They don't know how to do it. And actually, they come up with a few of them, they kind of merely ink on paper. They actually wrong too, by the way. They cannot reach the right, which is actually executable non-functional requirements. And this is one of the dilemma too. They have it's ink on papers. This does not mean anything, by the way. So And there's a lot of literatures on it talking about income paper, income paper. By the way, the words we're using here is actually enduring business themes. They would not appear in any traditional implementation at all. So we're going to show you also how to implement it, how to design it, how to put it together, how to apply it within the system too, by the way. So this is again, it is understanding of the importance of quality factor. Non-functional is very important. Without it, you don't have any system, by the way. And the systems in software and system engineering, they must have those. Unfortunately, we don't have those. They actually must be part of the standard of the systems or the word. Because again, we're going to say every word has standard as well as in a system, it should be. It's been derived very easily from what we're doing here too, by the way. It is not an income paper. So, but it is vital part of the requirements of any word or any system. We have made significant discoveries of more than 12 discovery within the non-functional requirement per unified word or systems. And you will be sure interested in this. This is actually, surely, there's no question about that. So, the functional requirement have three. This is again, we're going to talk about that. Three discoveries and how many ways of how to abstract it too, by the way. It's not what we really have now. This is what we have now has nothing to do with the functional requirement of any word or any system. They also have many extended discoveries in modeling, in development, in engineering. This is actually, we use it and actually we don't understand it very well. And based on what I'm not understanding very well, we don't know how to use it well. And this is actually, people laugh at us. I've been as a developer for many years, I'm a scientist, and usually we have the people which is we have usually accuse us of all the dilemma and any system as a software engineer. Pay attention, because this is very important. So the function, both the non-function requirement and function requirement represent the problem space. And we need to learn how to define and abstract them. Without them, we don't have anything to deal with problems, by the way. And this is the heart of the system. As you know, in the problem space, we have one problem, well-defined problem, represented within the what. We don't know how to define the what. What are the function requirement or non-function requirement per systems or per word? This is, we don't know how to do that. That's why please pay attention to this. This is again, non-function requirement must be actionable or executable. As I told you before, we just define them if we can, if we really have the time. They actually income payment. They have nothing to do with the system. They just actually calculate it or evaluate it or assess it by watching the system. Nonsense. They have to be part of the system immediately. We don't have any software or any system being developed with no function requirement in it. And this is more important than the functional requirement itself. So let me see. There are, again, the same titles. Firstly, most quality factors for any word range from 3 to 6 factors. Most non-functional requirements for any word or any system range between 2 to 6 factors. They must be implemented. Some reach 12 factors, and rid of them more than that. For example, human. name for himself 1,000 quality factors or hundreds. They're only three. Humans have only three quality factors. That's it. Nobody knows those. This is really, you have to look at this. This is very important. For example, this is a proposal. Any proposal have four quality factors, four only. Nobody knows them. You must know them to execute a good proposals and to teach people how to do proposals, by the way. Now, what's actually the discoveries here? Non-functional requirement have 13 new discoveries. Let me go through them very quickly. This is again, sorry, I have to really, this is actually, the first one is ethics. And sign of quality ethics and morals and value. You ever heard somebody would say that system has value? Can you tell me what this value is? None. We're going to discuss this. This is very important. Is anybody would tell you a word or a system has morals and ethics built into it? That's why the non-functional requirements, this is the ethics built into the systems. And therefore, you will see there are positive collection of enduring business themes. It has to be. As we discussed before, every word and every system has goal or goals. They could be negative or positive, by the way. But here, the non-functional requirement has to be positive and represent the morals and ethics and the value of the system or the word. People say words sometimes they don't understand. This word has value. So what is the value? Tell me. Right here. Stable. This means doesn't change over time. This is a word, it's just changed. And actually we have two of those, ABTs and BOs. ABTs never change over time. BOs, it change externally and is stable internally. Now, the other one here, unified word, unification. What's the meaning of unification here? I'm building an engine. Every word is an engine, is a pattern. Means it's actually encapsulate all the knowledge within the EBTs and BOs of the world. That's it. All the other industrial objects or application objects are tangible and changeable. That's why we build system based on tangibility and changeable objects. That's why we have to really keep maintenance, and it's going to go away after a while. This is what you build is poof, going to go away. We have to make sure we actually, every word in your dictionary is a unified word and a stable word and a patterns. And I could turn it into an engine. This is a stable function, non-functional requirement, and ultimate design in it, and testing and everything. Let's see. I'm going to go on here and see what we have. So this is number 5. It's closely related word and unique in its kind. Means you cannot just bunch of concept and put it for a system. This doesn't make any sense. And most likely, if we build system based on concept, you collect many different concepts, has no relationship to each other. It controls the functional requirement of the word or the system. Because again, this is exactly like you. You have an internal beauty and external beauty. This is again, the internal beauties is actually this kind of control your behavior. The same for any system too. We consider the non-functional requirement here is actually controlling the system from getting wacky or fail or make a disaster or steal from you. System can steal from you, by the way. So controlling the behavior of the system. It's exactly like a life entity. Remember, it has morals, it has a lot of stuff, as I told you. It has measurement. So I could really measures every element, quantitative and qualitative measurements. This is again giving. I can do evaluation and assessment too. We don't have this in many different words. We don't even understand how to do that. You say this is only far from our head. We're going to represent for every word, especially in function requirement, qualitative measures, which is nobody ever thought about. And the most wonderful things represent the qualitative measures within the non-functional requirements. And this would be stable, never change. And you could evaluate everything there. It's all discovery, by the way. You know, this is number 10. Every word we have and every system we have an array of definitions. They collide with each other. They actually very difficult to deal with because they have differences. And a collide means they are different. They create problems. For the first time, we can be able to use a non-functional requirement for come up with a unified definition per word or per system. You know, we do this all the time in our life. If I ask you what do you think of this person, you talk to me about, you describe him through his quality factors. The same for definition. You could define anything by using those 13 new discovery factors about non-functional requirements. And we call this descriptive adequacy. Because again, we are tired of everybody come up with their own definition. This is completely different concepts. And everybody try to influence everybody else about their definition. This is bizarre. Now, for the first time, we're going to be able to do it. They must be executable. We never have this in any system exist. If they tell you the system is scalable, they're pulling your leg. If they tell you the system is adaptable, that's a big lie. If they tell you the system is reliable, tell them, you don't tell them anything. You just be quiet. You know? So, do you believe it? The systems and the world could have a positive energy by using this non-functional requirements. Nobody knows that. Every life entity, the word is life entity, by the way, and every person and every life entity exists in life. They have positive and negative energy. Word can have negative energy if I don't know anything about it. If I use it as actually concepts, because for per word we have many concepts. For system we have many systems, by the way. They're all concepts. They're all concepts, and built based on concept too. But when you use the word with this quality factor there, you turn it into a positive energy. Everybody would love it. And it's going to be stable. You don't have to keep maintenance all the time. This quality factor considered to be the word or system trademark. Believe it or not. This is a trademark. And actually, you could define the trademark with these quality factors. They're any word or any system. I'm done. I hope you like this. Remember, every word and every system has positive quality factors. Very important for you to define this and execute this into the system. To define them, come to me. I will define them I will make it executable to in your system. Function or non-function requirement, I'll be able to do that. And I'm going to show you wonder in this, by the way. You will enjoy it a lot. And actually, you will be able to build a stable and unified system as well. Thank you. Take care. Bye.